What's up, everybody? My name is Richard Blade. Let's talk a bit about George Lucas, shall we? I mean, come on, how can we not? He's such a fantastic director. Well, okay, most of the time. Alright, some of the time. Okay, he sucks in some places, but okay, he's got to have one good modern-day film, right? Alright, let's think of one. Oh god, we're reviewing this one, aren't we? Yeah, so a couple of months ago, I watched a movie called Strange Magic, and it was a movie that kind of left me speechless. At first glance, it seemed rather just rushed, pandering, boring, and full of pop songs, which left me even more speechless because this is a Disney film we were watching. But after watching it a second or third time, I noticed there are many other problems with this movie. I mean, a lot more problems. So I figured, why not review it? So, that's what we're going to do today. This is Strange Magic. So when the film begins, we find that the distributor for this film is Touchstone Pictures, who is most well known for being the distributor to A Nightmare Before Christmas, a film that Disney originally thought was gonna suck. So let that tell you something.
This is a story about two kingdoms, side by side, but worlds apart.
So I take it this is the future in which Trump gets his wall built, huh? Nice.
Primroses, they are used to make love potion. Because after all, everybody deserves to be loved.
Thank you, movie, for telling me the moral of the film before the movie starts! So after the film's introduction, we see that, holy shit, the animation in this film is beautiful! Gosh damn, this film is gorgeous looking. Wow, this is really impressive from Disney. Or well, technically from LucasArts. Wait, LucasArts? Don't tell me this is the same animation team that made that ugly looking Star Wars Clone Wars film in 2008, is it? Because that was a joke of animation, wasn't it? Seriously, that movie that looked like it was a bunch of action figures just kind of slamming into each other, like a bunch of barbarians, like a bunch of football players, just like that. Man, they got good. I'll give them that much. They got good. Really good. I'm starting to wonder, how come Disney doesn't use animation this good? I mean, seriously, this is animation that could rival Pixar if it wanted to. So after singing a song that I'm sure I'm going to hate by the end of this movie, Marianne accidentally wanders into the dark forest. Didn't know there could be thunder and lightning on such a sunny day. And whatever. So after her encounter with the dark forest, we later come to meet the Bog King.
A primrose? I hate this time of year. Spring. No primroses, no potion. No potion, no love. Because love is dangerous. It weakens. It rots. It destroys order. And without order, what is left? Chaos.
Okay, I'm gonna be honest. The Bog King's kind of cool here. He's menacing, he's got a nice design, he's even got a pretty damn good voice actor. That's Alan Cumming of all people. I'm gonna admit, I'm kind of digging this villain. He's pretty sick. So after giving the order that the primroses must be destroyed, we later meet— oh, good God, what the fuck is that thing? Oh, it looks like an old man's penis if it grew a mouth and teeth. Oh!
Don't you want to see love return to the dark forest?
Oh, fuck. Get it away. Get it away. Move. Fast forward. Get this fucking thing out of my face. It's disgusting. God, I think I know why Disney doesn't want to use this animation. It's too real looking. So our main character's name is Marianne, and she has just run into her fiancé Gaston. I mean Roland. And before you ask, yeah, I do mean Gaston. Why? Because that's pretty much who this character is. It's made to be Gaston from Beauty and the Beast. How do I know? Well, let's take a look at his character. Just watch.
Well, too bad you can't see me. My hair's doing that thing we both love.
You could have been killed.
Oh, don't look!
Or worse, seriously disfigured.
Hey!
Who's the big girl? You got a sword, yep.
My future king.
Yeah, king. I'll have an army.
Yeah.
Now go get yourself all prettified.
Today has got to be perfect.
Yeah, he's Gaston. Okay, I'm gonna go on a bit of a rant here for a second. I fucking hate this character trope. Alright, I really do. Now, that isn't to say Gaston himself is a bad character. Gaston is great. He's very charismatic, and we actually see him do heroic stuff in the movie. So it kind of makes sense that he's that way. Roland, we don't get to see him do any heroic shit whatsoever in the movie. So why do people think he's so great? Like, seriously, I demand an answer. Why do people just worship the ground at his feet? Like, he pulls out a sword and said, I just slayed a bear! And everyone's like, oh my god, he's the fucking greatest thing ever, when we never saw him do that, so why are you just believing him? He could be making this shit up for all you know. Which brings up another question. Why did Marianne fall in love with this asshole? Like, seriously, watching this character for like 10 seconds, you can already tell right away what an absolute douche this guy's gonna be. You can see it happening. You see it coming a mile away. And I guess her heart's gonna get broke because this guy's a complete asshole. Isn't she? Calling it right now.
I don't need a sword, because when I rule this kingdom, I'll go into that dark forest to talk to them, to make it so at long last we're not scared anymore. And then we can all go anywhere we want to have fun, to see things, to have adventures.
So, after that, we later meet Marianne's sister, Dawn, in which Marianne has a really troubling question to ask.
Do you think that Roland loves me as much as I love him?
Little late to be asking that question, don't you think? You're getting married to the guy. Oh god, here we go. Yeah, I don't listen to pop music, so I don't know these songs from heart, but I can tell you straight up they suck. Hard. Instead of painstakingly writing music like Disney's well known for, George Lucas decided to say, fuck that shit, we'll just take songs off the radio, because that's what Disney's known for, right? Instead of making Oscar-winning songs like Let It Go and How Far I'll Go and all that kind of stuff, we're gonna take songs like this shit, whatever song it's called. I don't know what it's called. I don't give a shit what it's called. I hate pop music. I fucking despise it. It sucks. So, how many crappy pop songs are in this movie? Well, let's find out together. We'll put a nice little counter right about there. Right about there. Yeah, right there, I guess. I'll figure it out later. But, yeah, we'll count them together. Because like hell am I gonna suffer alone? Wow, what a terrible situation. She's been cheated on. All I can really say is, called it! But in all seriousness, this is actually quite an opportunity for Disney to do. I mean, okay, think about it. Have we ever actually seen a Disney princess be cheated on? Like, full on got cheated on. Like, got with a guy, was gonna marry him, and then find out that he's just a fucking asshole and a cheater? Like, no, we've never seen this before. It's some new ground, and I gotta admit, it's kind of adult, and I'm kind of interested to see where this movie takes it.
What do you get when you fall in love?
Oh, yeah, because this is what I wanted to see. You bring up a very interesting topic like cheating, and you have our character sing a crappy pop song. Add one to the counter. So, going through the song, she decides she'll never fall in love again, and goes full emo, bangs in her face and mascara and all. And developing a really feminist viewpoint.
Pull your head out of the clouds. Clouds full of boys.
Aaron.
No. Benjamin. Charles. Jaron. If I find a guy out there who takes my hand and looks me in the eye, and I don't want to hit him.
Pretty much, to this girl, all men are pigs now. And yeah, she's a feminist straight up. So, taking place sometime after the marriage was canceled, Marianne now spends her days following her sister around for some reason.
The coast is clear.
I wish I was that dandelion right now. Get it? Because she's blowing on it? He's got a crush on her? He wants a BJ from a fairy, okay? Who doesn't?
Whatever happened that wedding day must have been really bad.
Wait a minute, she hasn't talked about it yet? I mean, okay, sure, at that moment, sure, it hurts to talk about, so maybe that makes sense. But there's clearly been a time jump between that moment and this moment, so she really hasn't talked to anyone about what Roland did to her? So nobody knows what Roland did that day. At all. Especially Marianne's sister. Movie, you have something really interesting to talk about here. Something really good. And you're just ignoring it. For what? More crappy pop music?
Don't worry
Maybe he thinks I'm too perky.
about a thing.
Or dance.
God, put it in the counter. Unbelievable. You guys even used our crappy pop song everybody knows. Hell, even I know this one. Gosh damn it, it sucks. And what does this song tell us? Nothing. Fucking nothing. Guys, the point of a musical is to move the story forward through song. This song doesn't do anything. It's just here because, well, it's a good song, I guess. No, the song fucking sucks.
Worry!
Oh, thank God, an interruption. You know, guys, personally, I think the lizard next to the Bog King is the best character in this movie so far. I just hope he devours everybody.
We've gotta get help!
Yeah, somebody help! Help! It's not like I have wings, I can fly and just fly away, or go pick him up and fly away, and that'd be the end of it. No! I'm a woman, I can't help! What the fuck am I thinking? Somebody help! But, fortunately for Sunny and Dawn, Marianne is there to save the day, and she scares the lizard away by... That was fucking lame. You've given me shitty pop music and crappy lovey-dovey bullshit. I demand blood! It's a goddamn Metallica while you're at it.
I didn't know what to do.
Pull your head out of the clouds. Clouds full of boys.
Marianne, I don't think she was thinking of boys. I think she was panicking. That tends to happen when your life's in peril. See, I told you guys, Marianne here is a feminist. Alright? Whenever something goes wrong, it's somehow a man's fault. Always.
We have to get ready for the ball.
No, you've got to get ready for the ball.
You're going like that? Good luck being asked to dance.
I'm not dancing.
Okay, so I think it's pretty obvious who these characters are by this point in the movie. You have Marianne, the strong, independent woman who doesn't need a man, and Dawn, the woman who exists purely for men. Good job, movie! You gave us 2 cliches there. Really breaking the mold there, Lucas. And before you guys go to the comments saying, oh, but he's not the director, if you look it up, you find out that George Lucas has worked on this movie for years. Alright? He's the writer of the film. He's been working on the story for years. The point is, 20 years, and this is the best he could come up with. What the fuck? I mean, this is with Disney of all people. Like, what happened? How did we get these 2 obvious cardboard cutout characters in a movie that's been worked on for over 2 decades? Tell me! So Marianne and Dawn head back to their castle, which is just a giant fucking boulder, by the way, where they meet up with their father, the Fairy King. And that's all he's gonna be named. Like, nope, no real name for this guy. He's the father figure. He doesn't need a name. Well, it's better than being the mom, who's, 10 feet under, being devoured by earthworms. I guess some Disney cliches will just never die, huh?
I just want to see the happy Marianne I used to know. Before the Roland misunderstanding.
Misunderstanding? Wow, people really don't know, do they?
Well, I hope you're happy enough to dance with your father.
Or someone even better.
Ah, finally, we're gonna dive into this cheating stuff. Like, seriously, I think it's such an interesting idea. Disney can really try to break the mold a bit here. Like, I hope they take every advantage, trying to really dive deep in the subject of adultery and how it can really affect people and the psychological damage and all that stuff like that. I really hope they...
No matter what people say.
God damn it! Show the counter. Unbelievable! They're missing a golden opportunity to be really, really groundbreaking for Disney, and yet they are doing this instead. Crappy pop music. I fucking hate this movie so much right now.
No matter what people say, it didn't happen that way. She was a passing flame.
I don't care who you are. You are not cool if your musical number includes river dancing. I do not care.
I'm not your anything.
Hey, one little mistake.
Little?
Wait a minute, so they do know? Everybody does know that Roland cheated on Marianne. And they still want her to get back with him? Like, hell, even her father?
Dad!
I'd do anything.
So romantic. Come on, Marianne.
Come on.
And Roland may have a few flaws,
Understatement.
but he still loves you.
No. I take back what I said earlier. Everyone in this movie is a fucking asshole. Along with that, but that kind of muddles the message they're going for here. Alright, let's talk about this for a second. Cheating is wrong, isn't it? Alright, it damages yourself, it damages your partner, it's just all around a pretty terrible thing to do. So in this next song sequence, which I'll talk about in a second, we find that Marianne's finally telling Roland to piss off for what he did. And this is supposed to be a really triumphant moment, right? But instead, everyone just kind of shrugs it off and calls it
Awkward.
like, movie, what are you trying to tell me? Is cheating really not that big of a deal? Is Marianne just being a bit of a bitch? No, she's not being a bitch. She's doing the right thing. She's doing what most people should do in a situation like that. Oh, and before we carry on, there is one more issue I need to discuss. Kelly fucking Clarkson!
What doesn't kill you makes you stronger. Doesn't mean I'm lonely when I'm alone. Doesn't kill you makes you stronger.
Don't lose the jewels.
Just to me, myself, and I.
Oh my god. 5 songs. We've had 5 songs so far at the 20-minute mark. We're at the 20-minute mark of this hour-and-a-half long movie, and we've already had 5 pop songs pushed into our faces. Are you fucking kidding me, movie? So after being humiliated, Roland decides that he needs a love potion to get Marianne to fall in love with him. Why he doesn't go after Dawn, who he could marry and get the crown as well, I don't understand. So Sonny decides to help Roland get the love potion because he has a crush on Dawn and wants to use it on her. So basically, Sonny wants to use a consensus-stealing potion on Dawn so she can blow him, pretty much. So, Sonny enters the Dark Forest, trying to find someone known as the Sugar Plum Fairy, who is the only person that can create love potion. However, word spreads fast that Sonny is in the forest.
Waiting.
A tall chef is into shark storage.
What?
Okay, you know how we sometimes have a shark, but no place to store it? Well, a very tall chef has that very same problem.
You know, when this movie makes a joke, it becomes painfully obvious that this was written from the same guy that thought Jar Jar Binks was funny. Yeah. Let that sink in.
If he's looking for trouble, just take a look at this face, because I'm evil. My middle name is Misery. Yes, I'm evil. So don't you mess around with me.
God, what is it about Disney and Elvis Presley that just work? First Lilo and Stitch and now this? Like, it's like Elvis and Disney were just made for each other. And plus, this just makes the villain even cooler. Even though I still wish Disney would write their own material for the songs, I gotta be honest, when the Bog King sings Elvis, it's kinda cool. I'll admit it. So, while looking for the Sugar Plum Fairy, Sonny runs across this cute, innocent-looking imp, available at your local Toys R Us for $5.99. Oh wait, no it's not, because this film failed horribly! Yeah, turns out the film didn't do so well. Give the prequel some credit, at least they were financially successful. Phantom Menace made well over $1 billion. You know, now that I think about it, we've been talking quite a bit about Sonny. Where's Marianne? Is she not the main character of this movie? Oh, there she is! You know, that was a pretty cool transition, to say the least. Oh, look at that, a nice Star Wars reference. We get it, George. You made Star Wars. And you ruined it, too. Okay, that's not what happens. But wouldn't that not be the funniest thing ever?
You're a unique girl.
Seriously? I don't know. She seems like literally every Disney princess we've gotten for like the last 30 years. Strong, independent, doesn't need a man, exists solely for the purpose of trying to hammer that shit home. If that's unique, then I'm really out of touch, aren't I?
There has to be someone else.
No, there doesn't. I'm stronger. Alone.
I don't want you to be alone.
Even if it means you have to date a cheating bastard. I won't let you be alone.
If I find a guy out there who takes my hand and looks me in the eye, and I don't want to hit him, I'll consider it. But that guy doesn't exist.
Okay, now she's just straight up being sexist. Do I need any more evidence that Marianne here's a feminist? So Sunny is able to break into the Bog King's castle, and we finally meet the fabled Sugar Plum Fairy.
A primrose?
It is. I brought it so you can make the love potion.
How do you think I got in here? Bog King won't listen to me about what happened on that fateful day.
That fateful day?
You're listening. So I'll do it.
Yes.
Why is this scene paced so weird? Like, it's trying to get itself over with as soon as possible.
You should see your face. Oh, wait, I can show you. Another good one. Want to see?
No.
George, I want to ask you a serious question. Do you really think kids will laugh at anything? Because they won't. They'll just get really annoyed at everything you do.
Love
Put it on the counter.
is after you had it. You never wanna quit. If you think making the potions dangerous, wait till you use it.
This is a drug. There is no doubt in my mind right now. Meanwhile, while the song is playing, oh god, not her again. So, yeah, this is the Bog King's mother. That's right, Donald Trump's zit here is the Bog King's mother. And she's trying really hard to get Bog King to fall in love with another woman. Oh god, another one! Oh, that one has an STD, I can already tell you that much. Oh god, just get it out of my face, please. It's terrifying. What the fuck is going on here? The pacing just went from really slow to really fast, and now I have no idea what the hell's going on. At all. So Sunny and the Sugar Plum Fairy try to escape. Okay, not only is she really annoying, she's also really fucking stupid.
Totally not.
I'm free. Did I mention I'm free?
No, you only mentioned it like 50 fucking times.
Stuff! Sound the alarm!
My god, she is just the worst. She is the fucking worst in this movie so far. Okay, that was just straight up a dick move. She did that shit on purpose. So Sunny is able to escape the Bog King's castle, and the Bog King prepares an army to go after him. It's about fucking time, too. Finally, we're about 40 minutes into this hour-and-a-half long movie, and nothing cool has happened whatsoever. I expect blood. There better be some fucking head chopping off in this fucking fight, alright? I want to see some blood. I want this to look like the new season of Samurai Jack. I am so fucking hyped for Samurai Jack. Who else is hyped for Samurai Jack? It's gonna be so fucking awesome. Unlike this movie. And another one.
Don Roland's here, so I'm leaving.
Marianne!
I'm dancing. Hey, Roland.
Sunny!
Hey, wait a minute. How come Roland's not going after Dawn? She's clearly interested. Even though he's a cheating asshole and everyone's already aware of that. You know, I'm just gonna reinstate what I said before. Everyone in this movie is a fucking asshole.
Where's my potion? I've been mistreated.
Okay, this is kinda neat.
I've been abused. I've been insulted, disrespected. I've been mistreated.
Alright, This may not be the bloodbath I was expecting, but you know what? I'll take this. Just goes to show you, Bog King is easily the coolest character in this movie. And he's a pretty cool villain so far. You know, he gets fucked around with, and what does he do? He just marches into your town and starts taking names. He doesn't give a fuck.
My Moondown on all of you will be next! I've been insulted, disrespected, I've been mistreated.
Rock on, my boggy brother. Rock on.
I've been mistreated.
So after that, we get probably the weirdest scene in the movie. Like, so much happens at once, it's like, it just leaves you asking so many questions. But we're gonna take it slow, and I'm gonna try and bring everything up that's wrong with this scene. Okay?
Dad!
I forbid you to fly into the dark forest.
Dad, I let this happen!
Okay, if you let this happen, then everyone else let this happen, because there is no way you could have predicted this whatsoever.
I will save the princess. I was just fighting a dozen goblins.
Roland. Yes.
See what I said about Roland? He's done absolutely nothing to earn his fame whatsoever.
What do you need?
I need an army.
Oh, we can't trust him!
Okay, look. Okay, I know technically you have your issues with him, understandably, but he is a soldier. You kind of have to trust him in the situation.
And weapons.
What the fuck kind of army wouldn't have weapons with it? Dumbass, you don't have to ask for that separately.
Sonny!
What?
What were...
And a mace. And a crossbow.
What were you thinking?
I don't know.
He was trying to give that girl some Sunny D. What do you think?
I'll rescue her.
No! No, it's too dangerous.
Oh, but you're gonna fly off? Okay, yeah, have fun with that.
No, but I can.
No. I'm the only one who can.
No, you are not. You are not the only person who can do this.
So what do I do?
You get the potion back.
I thought you told him it was too dangerous for him to go.
I'll rescue her.
No! No, it's too dangerous.
And that was that scene. Like I said, so much happened, so much went on, and... fuck.
I'll get my sister!
Sonny,
What?
If anything happens to my daughters, I'm holding you personally responsible.
He is personally responsible. He's a dangerous rapist. Throw him in jail now. He cut his dick off while you're at it.
Now together we must... No. Together we will rescue Dawn from the cruel grasp of the dark forest. Who's with me?
Hey George, the 1940s called. It said you're not funny. And you never have been. Ever. So the Bog King brings Dawn back to his castle, and we get... this.
Sugar pie, honey bunch.
What?
That was kind of funny, actually. I don't know, there's just something about that delivery that was genuinely funny. We are halfway in this movie, and finally something funny happened. That is sad. You know, sometimes I feel like Bog King isn't really even a character in the movie. He's more like a member of the audience. Like, okay, think about it. When the Sugar Plum is talking...
stop that!
Whenever this movie tells a really bad joke...
Stop that!
Whenever these characters are acting annoyingly feminist or just plain annoying...
Stop that!
I can relate more with Bog King than anyone else. It's kind of weird, honestly. And yeah, I know, added to the counter. I should probably bring up that there's a lot of filler in this movie, too. Marianne's going to the Bog King, and we get a brief little scene of her fighting some guys. It's kind of pointless, we don't need to see it. But there's another side plot where Sonny and some other elf we're just being introduced to, I don't know his name, and he talks really slow, so I'm just going to assume he's the big dumb cliche, where he's chasing after the imp who stole the love potion, who is spraying it around the forest like wildfire, because, I don't know, that's just what he does. The imp just likes to fuck with people, I guess. You know, I can dig that. Meanwhile, the Bog King is trying to discover the antidote for the love potion, but Dawn just won't shut up. So he has to sit her down and have a nice little chat with her.
What is that?
I made it special for you.
For Me?
It looks good on you.
I don't...
Oh no, movie, you're not. No, no, no! Come on, movie, no. You had a really cool villain here, but now you're just going for the whole, oh, he's just misunderstood angle. Oh, fuck you, movie, fuck you. You had a really cool, badass villain who took no names, and now, oh, he's not that bad, really. Like, really? Look, I don't care if you use that character trope, it's just, you can't do it like this. For like the first half of this movie, he's been a reckless, evil dictator, and now he's just misunderstood? Movie, you gotta pick one or the other. You can't have it both ways. So with Roland going on to the Bog King's castle, we find that Sunny and that other elf is finally joined up with them, being able to tame that lizard, all thanks to the love potion.
Oh, how did you get that, too? She fell in love with me.
Me too. Is that wrong?
Yes. Like, okay, I don't know how things go on in the fairy world, but in our world, yes, that is wrong on so many levels.
I better take that to keep it safe.
Thank you, tiny rabbit.
Okay, I know I'm sounding like a broken record at this point, but why do people admire this asshole?
Whoa, 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 whoa.
Release my sister.
Oh, no, not another princess. Well, at least you're not singing.
I know, right? This counter's getting so big, I think one more is gonna make it cover the entire screen.
I'm coming straight on for you!
Oh, fuck you, movie! Now I know what you're thinking. Hey, at least we're getting a fight finally. At least something's happening. Sure, I thought so at first. But after watching this again for a second time, I noticed something was a little off with the animation. Now, the animation is really well detailed in this movie, but there are other issues with it. I think that comes from the fact that sometimes the animation's a bit slow. Not just with this fight scene, but in other parts of the movie too. I think the movie's just trying way too hard to look good rather than be good. With a fight scene, you need to be fast. You need to have a lot of variety. That makes for some really entertaining visual action. Here, though, doesn't it look like it's kind of trying to play itself safe? Like, it's not trying to really be that fast. It's just trying to be kind of simple, but still make the characters look really good. It kind of does. I mean, it tries to excuse itself with some cartoonish blurs, but that's not enough. And especially given the fact that it doesn't fit this world's style. The animation in this movie is meant to look more realistic and detailed. When you have cartoony blurs like that, it doesn't really mesh well. It kind of sticks out, but not in a good way. I've noticed this throughout the entire film, and it's kind of distracting.
The beast has awoken.
Oh no. What did she fall in love with?
Would you care to see? I hope you've got a strong stomach.
Sugar pie, honey bunch. You know that I love.
Why is it whenever the Bog King has a joke, it's actually funny? I'm not making a joke here. I'm seriously asking that question. So because Dawn has fallen in love with the Bog King, she refuses to go back with Marianne, so Marianne opts to try and get the antidote from... Oh, great. The Sugar Plum Fairy. Goody! We get to be annoyed by her some more. Yay! So while waiting for an antidote to be created, we get to see... Oh, come on! Really? Do we really need to see more of Voldemort's ballsack rocking around in this movie?
It's drafty down here. Come upstairs. There's snacks.
Well,
I got a feeling.
Oh, fuck you! No, seriously, movie, fuck you! Black Eyed Peas, could you really be that soulless? Gosh damn it, no. Movie, you've officially made my shit list. Fuck this movie. I hate it now. I mean, I asked for Metallica, and what do you give me? Kelly Clarkson, Black Eyed Peas, other artists I don't know about. The Elvis Presley I can tolerate, but everything else, this has been absolute garbage.
Why would she...
Movie, you're not trying to do what I think you're doing, are you?
oh. Who likes this?
Not me.
I hate it.
I hate it more.
Oh yeah. Hey, can't help it.
They're intense.
That binds you.
It's like their middle name is Misery.
Oh my god, you are! You're trying to pair these two characters up! What the hell's wrong with you? Did you forget what happened like 6 or 7 minutes ago?
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Movie, you can't do this. You have like half an hour left. There is no way you're gonna make this relationship work. It's not happening, so just stop. It also doesn't help for the fact that these two are acting like a bunch of pissy little emo kids.
Sire, news from the mushrooms. An arm skis on roaches.
Well, that confirms it. George Lucas really does believe kids will laugh at anything. Doesn't he? So in case you haven't guessed it already, the true antidote for the love potion is nothing but true love, which apparently Bog King didn't know about because he tried to use the potion in the past, which leads to a really revealing backstory, which eventually leads to probably the dumbest scene in the entire film. It's not dumb funny, it's just dumb irritating, and like, you have to see it to believe it, okay? I'm going to show you this next part, completely unedited, just so you can kind of absorb all the stupidity that is in the scene. It just goes to show this film is rather incompetent when it comes to talking about romance and love and dealing with issues like adultery and heartbreak. Just watch.
I almost married someone who didn't love me.
Why?
He was so good looking.
Oh.
Maybe I couldn't bear to see that he really was a shallow, power-hungry, cheating, chattering pig son of a... Inside, I knew. He didn't want me to be...
You?
Yeah.
But you are... different.
I've been told.
That's what I like. I mean, well, you know.
So now, I keep my guard up.
Me too.
And most important, I never trust anybody.
And there you have it. All you need to have a good romance is to have one character with a broken heart and another character with a broken heart and just put them together. Who cares about the circumstances at hand? As long as these two have at least one or two things in common, then that makes a romance, apparently. This is pretty unhealthy, honestly. Movie, to have a good romance, you need two compelling characters who work well off each other, are able to see past their differences, and is able to bring out the best in each other. Movie, you have like 25 minutes left to have this relationship. Let's ignore the fact that the Bog King kidnapped Marianne's sister, tried to straight up murder Marianne, and they had a fight like 10 minutes ago in the movie's runtime. Alright, let's throw all that out the window, and you're still going to try to develop a relationship in the runtime of a movie, which is at least an hour and a half, in the next 25 minutes. Are you dead serious? Really? I'm sorry, this just comes off as the most forced, rushed, and kind of manipulative romance I've seen in an animated film or any film whatsoever. Like, okay, I get what the movie's going for. It's trying to be like Beauty and the Beast, saying, oh, he's ugly, but he's still a good guy on the inside, even though he's been a complete dictator at least half of the whole movie. So, like I said, it feels like there's a separate movie in the front. Like, the first half was a completely different movie, and the second film just went in whatever direction it wanted to. And now it's trying to force these two together because, well, they both hate love, but whoop-de-doo, that somehow brings them together. That doesn't make any sense. You gotta have these two develop throughout the film. Alright? You can't force this connection between them just because, oh, I have one or two things in common. That's not romance, alright? Granted, it can be the start of a relationship, but like I said, you have 25 minutes left. There's no way it's gonna happen. It's forced, it's rushed, and it feels fake. How is anyone gonna take this romance seriously? It feels fake. This whole entire movie, which has been completely about love, doesn't understand how real love works. Which is, in my opinion, a fail. Oh, but just when you thought it couldn't get more forced, they decide to just go off and stretch their wings. Why? I don't know. They have more important things to worry about, like trying to fix Marianne's sister. But no, they gotta go stretch their wings. And why? So we can have another song. That's right, another song. And it's that stupid, cheesy love ballad that every one of these movies has to have.
You're sailing softly through the sun.
Yes!
The land I've always known. Never gonna be the same again. Strange magic. Got a strange magic.
God, just like I said before, just when this shit couldn't get any more forced. So after that song number, apparently Roland and his army have just showed up on Bog King's front door somehow, and now Bog King feels like he's been played, even though their relationship has... It's been 5 minutes, dude. Y'all known each other for like half an hour at the most. Seriously?
Sandy.
It's Sonny.
You're in charge. Me? Look fierce. Fiercer.
Yep, that's the face of a rapist right there. And this one too.
You won't want to see what I do to them.
I won't let that happen.
Our hero, ladies and gentlemen, who despite having a sword, easily gets whooped like a bitch.
He brought you the potions.
Yes, and an army.
Well,
Foolishly, I trusted you.
Wait a minute. Are you actually having a lover's tiff right now?
It's not a lover's tiff! For fuck's sake, they're not together, and they shouldn't be. I'm sorry, I'm not letting this go. It's just such a stupid thing to try and do in the last half hour of a movie. So while Sonny is trying to get the Sugar Plum Fairy and the prisoners out of the dungeon, Roland and the Bog King are having a fight in the throne room. I guess this makes Roland the bad guy. Like I said before, he's Gaston, only without any of the charm or charisma whatsoever. I'm nearly floating to my death! Not dead. Holy crap, I never thought I'd say that.
Dawn! Dawn! You're alright. You're really alright. You're alright.
Sonny?
Every little thing.
Sonny? I love you.
No. No, 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 no! Movie, that's even worse than Mariana Bog. Are you serious? He tried to use a consensus-stealing drug on this woman. A literal date rape drug on this chick. And you're still gonna have them end up together in the end. Movie, you are a fucking asshole.
Me?
You.
I guess Dawn doesn't like Capri Sun after all. She prefers Sunny D.
He's alive!
Oh look, the Bog King survived. Who saw that coming? I'm not playing around anymore. This movie's fucking horrible. Thank God this movie only has like 10 minutes left, alright? So let's just wrap this shit up. Oh, fucking of course, why not? Let's drag this shit out a little longer, why don't we?
sugar pie, honey bunch.
What?
I can't help myself.
Of course not, baby cake.
Are you kidding me with that? Remember what I said earlier about the animation looking slow? Let's look at that punch again, please. It looked like a fake punch, like, you know, the kind you give like a playful little punch to your friend. It's like, oh man, you sly dog, you. That's what it looked like. It wasn't a real punch at all. And look, he's floating down. Like, no, he shouldn't be floating down. I don't care if he's a fairy. He got his ass knocked down. He should be like, fuck this shit.
Oh, it didn't work. I wonder why.
Well, boys, I've learned a valuable lesson. Never judge something or someone by how it or he or she looks.
Gee, thank you, movie. I didn't know what the moral of the movie was. I mean, it's not like you straight up blurted it out at the beginning of the movie like Kirk Cameron or something.
An elf.
Well, I'd faint too if my daughter was dating a rapist. So, despite what should be practically obvious to each other, they still don't know how to tell each other their feelings that exist completely realistically. So, what do? Of course, because why not? There's not enough of these crappy pop songs in this movie. Let's have one more, for good measure.
Tell her right now. We know something about love.
Movie, can you just end? Okay, that's a good idea. I mean, I would prefer that. I'd prefer this movie to just decide to kill itself. To fucking end right here, right now. Cut the black, kind of like The Sopranos. Just fucking stop. Thank you. Damn it, I wish. We got... There's still a little bit more left. Fuck. Let's wrap this shit up.
Maybe I should take it from here.
Oh, you've gotta be kidding me. Another song? You need 2 songs to get something over with that should have already been done and over with? Really? It's the end of the movie, guys. Just fucking end it already. Whoa, okay. What the fuck's going on? Oh my god. Guys, I think I'm officially contact high. This movie officially made me high. Oh my god. I didn't think it was actually possible. Movie, you gotta end now. You gotta end now! Oh my god. God, what an adventure. That was strange magic. It was strange, I'll give it that much. Strange Magic might just be one of the worst animated movies ever made. With cardboard cutout characters, awkward pacing, terrible humor, animation that's, well, nice to look at it sometimes, is slow and distracting in other, and a story and romance that is so forced it makes it practically unwatchable, because it's just so frustrating that this film gets so little about what it's trying to do. This is a movie that has so many odd choices that, honestly, I kind of recommend it. Okay, not in a way like Cool Cat Saves the Kids where it's hilariously bad, but kind of ineptly bad. It's like, if you want to be an animator or a film director, I kind of recommend you check this movie out, because it's like, this movie is so bizarre in the choices it makes that it's kind of fascinating. Like, this is a movie that I've watched like at least 5 or 6 times to prepare for this review, and yet at the same time, I wouldn't mind watching it again. Now, that isn't to say I like the movie or I think it's good. It's certainly not. But because of the choices it makes, it's definitely interesting in a sense. George Lucas kind of has that weird influence on bad movies, especially his bad movies. Think about it. Howard the Duck, Phantom Menace, and now we have Strange Magic that we can add to that roster. Those movies are bad, but they're like interestingly bad. Like, how can one human being make these choices and make this movie come to life? And especially given the fact that this is with Disney. This is a Disney film. Not only that, but this is a movie he's worked on for over 20 years. And this is the best that he could come up with. I don't know how he does it. I don't know where he gets these crazy ideas. Look, I think George is a good director. I really do. He's made some wonderful movies in the past. He made the original Star Wars trilogy. He made some Indiana Jones movies. He's made some good work in the past, and I honestly do think he has good ideas. He has potential. Like, in this movie, there were good ideas. Like I said, when Marion was cheated on by Roland, I thought that was a good idea. Like, if the film just knew how to explore it and develop it better, then we could have had a pretty good movie. But, again, I think George has somewhat of an ego. When he's left without a chain or a leash to keep him back, he's free to do whatever he wants. And when you have an ego, you think whatever you do is a masterpiece. And obviously we've seen that that's not the case with Strange Magic. 20 years and this is what came out of it. A waste of everyone's time. So if you're looking for a movie that has such odd choices, that is so bizarre, that is, for lack of better terms, strange and yet at the same time magical, then Strange Magic is the movie for you. But if you're looking for a movie that's actually well made in any regard, then I recommend you stay far away from George Lucas's Strange Magic.